Milwaukee County Stadium for today's interdivision matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Green Bay Packers. And good afternoon, everyone. I'm James Brown. Well, the Eagles come to Milwaukee with the great quarterback controversy still very much alive. Randall Cunningham was benched last week in favor of Jim McMahon, who sparked a lifeless offense to victory over the Raiders. My partner is ex-Washington Redskins offensive lineman George Stark. George, Randall Cunningham back in as starter today. What are you expecting?
Well, Coach KOTITE expects Randall to be very nervous today. So look for a simplified game plan, both run and pass, to allow Randall time to relax. And hopefully he will become, for the Eagles, the Randall Cunningham of old.
The Packers last week, very impressive against the New York Giants. They won the statistical battle, but actually lost the game.
Well, they feel they've gelled as a team over the last 3 weeks. They went toe-to-toe with a very tough New York Giants team, and they feel they would have won that game had it not been for some kicking game miscues. They think they can handle this Philadelphia Eagles team. Look for a very physical and emotional game today.
Typical weather conditions for southeastern Wisconsin, just a notch above freezing. The forecast actually for partly sunny today. Philadelphia has won the coin toss and will receive. And the inactives for today's game, Ty Detmer and Cecil Gray for Green Bay. The Eagles, with 4 quarterbacks on the roster, will sit down Casey Weldon and David Archer. Richie KOTITE in his second season at the helm for the Philadelphia Eagles, 50-year-old successor to Buddy Ryan. And Mike Holmgren, used to very balmy conditions in San Francisco in his first season here in charge of the Packers with a record of 3-6, has definitely seen improvement in the team. While maybe not necessarily reflective in the record, they are playing some inspired football. Chris Jackie will be kicking off for the Packers. You see the numbers there, 34 kickoffs, 4 touchbacks. And he's been doing a superb job for the Packers, just missed setting a new Packer record with 13 consecutive games with the field goal. Herschel Walker back among others to receive for the Eagles. Packers have mastered the Eagles here in Milwaukee County Stadium, having a 3-zip record, and we're underway here in Milwaukee. And it's Vi Sikahema. And he continues his superb returns, taking it out to the 30 for the Eagles. So Cunningham will start with very good field position. You see the numbers not stellar the last 4 games he's played in. Looking to improve, he's got Ron Heller anchoring on the left tackle.
And that's Antone Davis at right tackle. Been struggling this year, but getting better, JB.
Backs and receivers, you see the starters there, but Heath Sherman has earned some playing time.
That's because Keith Byers will be playing with a broken hand.
1st and 10 for the Eagles. Ball spotted at the 29. Walker, the lone back. And Walker, the ball carrier. And Herschel Walker spinning ahead for maybe about 3. Herschel Walker. Packer defense, we talked about at the top of the show. Hard-hitting one led by this guy here, Chuck Cecil, that is, second in tackles. And a very impressive defensive line. The veteran Robert Brown, one of those guys.
Robert Brown has played in 101 consecutive games.
George Coons gives him a little speed on the outside as far as the linebacking core is concerned. And the secondary, the best guy back there, Terrell Buckley, the rookie, who is trying to get some good technique together. Complete pass from Randall Cunningham to Fred Barnett. I think he's going to be maybe about a foot shy, maybe inches from the first down marker. We'll see where they spot it.
You know, they're trying to build Cunningham's confidence. We talked about it in the opening. We saw a little run to Herschel Walker. Now we get a short pass to Barnett on the outside. The key here is move the chains, keep the chains moving, keep the ball in your possession, yet give Randall time to relax, get into his own personal flow.
It's close enough for a measurement, and just by the tip, the nose of the ball, it is a first down. George, again, let's elaborate on that. Richie KOTITE was saying he wants Cunningham to build his confidence early in the game, so he's designed the plays accordingly.
Well, a lot of quarterbacks have different ways and different times of getting relaxed during the course of a game. Randall hasn't played last week, as everybody knows. He's under a lot of pressure. He wasn't playing well when they took him out. So what he wants to do now is not press too hard and give up a bad play. Just get his own rhythm going.
1st and 10, ball at the 40. Flyers in the wing position. And way offsides is Matt Brock. We'll find out if he was drawn offsides.
That's going to play.
Jerry Austin is our referee today.
Encroachment, number 62, 5 yards, it's still first down.
And you heard the call. Randall Cunningham started the season off in superb fashion. The first 4 games was just simply outstanding. And I guess folks were saying, gosh, he didn't miss a beat coming back from injury at all. But the successive games, he did have some difficulties.
Well, they started to struggle as an offense, and this is comparing the 2 seasons in 1 season. 70% completion to 53%.
First and 5 for the Eagles at the 45. Randall to pass. Good time. Decides to take off. And is stopped with a short gain. Matt Brock making up for the encroachment call. And the way the ball is spotted, it looks like Cunningham got no yardage on the play. So that will, in fact, qualify as a sack.
2nd and 5.
You know, on that pass, Randall Cunningham had a short pattern. It was just a 3-step drop. He was supposed to drop 3 and deliver the ball. It wasn't open. Therefore, he had no place to go. He had to pull it down and try to run with the football. That time, he wasn't running too quickly out of the pocket.
We saw the numbers on Green Bay's sack total. Much more aggressive. 2nd and 5. The delayed handoff. And Walker bounces off the pile. Tries to head outside. And Herschel Walker strung out. Johnny Holland, among others, leading the tacklers, and a gain of 2 on the play by Herschel Walker.
You know, there wasn't anything in there. There was no place for Herschel to go. Green Bay feels that if they can put some big hits on Herschel early in the game, perhaps they can psychologically take him out of this game.
3rd and 4.
They feel he's one of those players where if you bloody him early, it sort of takes away his resolve as the day goes on. So look for them to be trying to hit Herschel pretty hard in the first quarter.
We'll call that the early game big hit theory.
The early game big hit theory of Herschel Walker.
3rd and 3 for Philadelphia. Ball at the 47. Flag on the play again. Cunningham with the free play going downtown. Looking for Williams. Incomplete. Defending on the play was Roland Mitchell, but there is a flag on the play.
You know, Randall, being the veteran he is, he saw the defensive lineman jump off sides. He knew he had a free play, so he went downtown.
Just take a look at Randall Cunningham. The first person he ran to on the sidelines to chat with that time was Jim McMahon. And again, many people talk about the kind of relationship, whether or not it's a feigned one on a part of Randall, but Randall really does have respect for McMahon's intelligence and experience.
Absolutely. He recognizes that Jim McMahon has been there. He's been to the Super Bowl. He wears a ring. He's a good veteran quarterback, and Randall could use some leadership right about now. He recognizes Jim is one of those people that can give it to him.
And with the penalty, it's 1st and 10 for the Eagles. Ball at the 48 of Green Bay. On the ground again. Walker, big hole. First down run by Herschel Walker. Finally stopped by Chuck Cecil. And speaking of Chuck Cecil, Cecil was the one talking about the big hit theory early on as far as Herschel Walker maybe being able to intimidate him, but not on that play.
Well, Chuck Cecil is the guy that put a couple big hits on Dave Meggett with the Giants last week. And he's looking for Herschel. I'm not sure he wants to meet Herschel one-on-one. Herschel getting the head of steam coming right up the middle like that. He needs a couple guys hanging on Herschel. He comes up and puts a lick on him.
A little help indeed. Just underway here, first quarter action, 11:49 and counting, no score. Opening drive for Philadelphia. 1st and 10, ball at the 38 of the Packers. Maurice Johnson in motion. Cunningham to pass again. Good time, lobby one deep for Barnett. And Barnett had his fingers on it. Barnett looking back thinking he was pushed before the ball got to him. Terrell Buckley was defending. Nice looking touch pass by Cunningham, and it looked like it was a good one.
The pass was finally delivered. What's interesting in addition to that was the slight roll to the right. Randall Cunningham taking advantage